You know, it seems like it was forever ago since some of us oldies got back into commentaries. It's great to see guys like Hobbs, Loudon, Scarlett, TOG, and a few others from 2009 coming back and being better than before. I mean, back in my day.
Oh, hey, Rome.
Oh, hey, Duke. What's up?
Not much. Doing the same shit as always. Hey, do you remember how all those commentators from 2009 are coming back?
Yes, I do know. And it's fantastic. All my buddies are back with awesome videos, fun Skype calls, and super kinky.
Let's not talk about what happened back at Taco Bell. Well, what I was saying was, guess who's also back?
Why? Why is he back?
Well, you see...
Of all the scrubs who left.
So, co-op?
Sure, but hold on. I need to get dressed for this one.
Wait, you're naked?
No, just stay there. Prepare your buttholes. Bone is back.
The original Big Nose commentator is back!
Damn straight.
Oh no! I'm the big nose of the commentary community. You had your time. Get under my level, underling.
But...
Oh, and you're stealing my jokes now? 1v1 me IRL, pleb!
I paid for that joke.
You frick!
This intro only serves to remind everyone there's a better movie you could be watching. Like Age of Ultron.
And no, we are not kidding. That film is freaking amazing. Please watch it now. It's amazing. Watch it now.
The saying goes, expect the unexpected. Well, guess what? I'm going back to commentating. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be making a few changes to my commentary style that I did.
Liar!
One, I'm going to keep the clip usage to a minimum. I will occasionally come up with the occasional clips, but you know what? I might as well let my commentary do all the talking.
This here is actually a very common misconception. See, the problem with your usage of media clips didn't just stem from the fact that you used so many of them. The issue is more so that you used media clips to carry out majority of the commentary, which I wouldn't mind if they were either A, original, or B, had a point to them.
The problem with the use of media clips was that it was not creative at all. You get the most generic sounding clips and use it in the exact same way as everyone else. And it's a huge contrast when you start to commentate, when you try being critical about things. Trust me, GST. We never had an issue with you using media clips. It was how you used it.
2, I am going to be focusing more on the points that everybody are, and if there are any irrelevant ones, I might as well skip to the point which he goes on and pretty much refute it there.
Well, at least we know your inability to form cohesive sentences hasn't changed much. Here's a tip, GST. Learn to script and edit. These stammers you do in all your videos makes all your reviews, Let's Plays, and any other videos that involve you speaking annoying and painful to sit through. So basically, you're going to do what a commentary tends to do. Insightful.
And 3, well, it's going to have something that is a little bit different with a different avatar.
Is that really adding anything different, though? So you changed your avatar, whoop-de-doo. So what does that add to the commentary? You guys want to know why some commentators don't use webcams and instead use still images for their videos? Let me show you. This is me on camera right now. In the flesh, with the horrifically hideous face that not even a mother would love. Telling you all that a video is shit. Now here's me using Phonebone as an avatar. Tell me, aside from the visuals, did anything really change? I'm still projecting my voice and opinions out. Now I'm going to be using a random set of pictures for the rest of this argument. Again, nothing has changed. A change in visual doesn't change the vocal output presentation in an argument.
So what's my avatar going to be? Well, none other than Iron Man.
No! You are not worthy enough to be the rich billionaire playboy philanthropist. I'm changing this to better suit the video.
Suit.
Yeah, I saw what I did there.
Oh, I got the perfect image for this video.
Show me. Perfect.
Because he's a badass and because of my absolutely fantastic experience with Avengers Age of Ultron. Speaking of which, You know who I'm going to be ripping on first time since my return? Oh yes, none other than everybody's favourite movie director, Uwe Boll.
Because we obviously couldn't guess from the title video and description, and the fact that most likely the comments will be nothing but Uwe Boll sucks comments, and the fact that you showed name and text, but who cares?
But how does that relate to Age of Ultron? If you're going to say speaking of, at least have the following statement relate to what you are speaking of.
For those who aren't in the know, Uwe Boll is well notorious for making absolutely abysmal film adaptations to video games. And he recently had an outburst after his Kickstarter failed recently. One for Rampage 3. And I highly doubt everybody's gonna back that.
GST, you just said his Kickstarter failed, so of course no one is going to back something that failed. Redundancy, who has it? Please get rid of it, it's disgusting.
Well, anyway, he's got two. One, June Kickstarter, which has nothing relevant to the subject, and two, him insulting the audience because they didn't even back his Kickstarter. So what did I think of those videos? Well,
do you really need to ask that? If you're commentating on a video and hoping to riff on it, of course your opinions on a video are going to be negative. This is another problem with GSD's videos. They're so poorly constructed to the point where they have a shit ton of pointless statements that serve nothing but to drag out the video.
Let's get on with it, shall we? Oh, this is really gonna be painful.
You see what I mean, people?
The Hollywood Reporter, right? Look at them. They're all laughing and smiling. All your idols. You want to be like them, right? So you reading that shit and Steve Beckham and George Clooney and everybody. And you know what they're doing? They're laughing about you.
Yeah, I think they're laughing mostly because of how much your bullcrap really sucks. They're pretty much laughing how pathetic you are.
Yay! We open up the video with GST insulting Uwe Boll, which I want to have a problem with, except he raises no argument whatsoever. Get used to it, people. He does it throughout the entire video.
They're laughing about you because you make $2,000 a month, and the only thing what you do is you bring it to the box office.
Really? I think filmmakers make a little bit more than that.
Really now? You think filmmakers make more money than what Uwe Boll states? Well, you care to supply a statistics chart to prove your point? GST? Hello?
Realm, I think he broke Jarvis.
God damn it, we just got him fixed in Age of Ultron.
Don't spoil the film!
Captain America swears!
To watch the next brainwashing, completely fucking bullshit.
Brainwashing bullshit? Couldn't that be described about your films? I mean, I have seen parts of Alone in the Dark. Yeah, I technically watched the Nostalgia Critics review of it. And it's safe to say that you have been getting a lot of flack because of how bad your films are.
Brainwashing. Verb. Make someone adopt radically different beliefs by using systematic and often forcible pressure. Really, GSD? Uwe Boll's movies brainwash people by being bad? Do you even know what you're saying?
Also, just because you watched a Nostalgia Critics review of the movie doesn't mean you've watched it. That'd be like me saying I played Daikatana because I watched John Tron's old review of the N64 version. A review is supposed to give you basically an idea of what the film is, not be a replacement for watching the film.
So riddle me this, GST. Do you really think Uwe Boll's movies are terrible, or do you think they're terrible because the Nostalgia Critic said so?
Yeah, I highly doubt you can actually silence your critics, Uwe Boll.
That's not even what he's trying to do. Hell, he doesn't even bring up the critics in both the videos. All he talks about is other directors and producers and you guys.
Right? So that is the most bullshit business with bullshit idiots, one after the other, lined up behind each other. You know, they're all fucking each other in the asses and nobody makes any decisions. All the actors ever work with, Ben Kingsley or whatever, are fucking pussies, nothing else.
Oh, great. Insult everybody just because you don't get your own way.
Yet here you are insulting Uwe Boll simply because you think his movies are terrible. How is that any different from what you're doing?
Also, I really feel you're not in a position to talk about it, seeing as you've disabled the ratings of your videos. What? Are you afraid to see the negative feedback via a dislike ratio?
So much for silencing your critics.
Realm. Our voices will never be silenced.
Man, that's real mature.
not.
Oh, look at you, all covered in irony.
See? This is what we meant by your usage of media clips. Your Wayne's World clip was neither funny or creative. In fact, it's the most predictable way anyone has done it. It just wastes time instead of actually helping you.
Also, we get it, GST. Your comment was sarcastic. You don't need to have it shining in bright Vegas lights. The point of sarcasm is to
Not.
make it obvious your statement isn't what you believe in. When you make it obvious you're being sarcastic, it ruins the joke.
Say, in the assholes of administrators, agents, and publicists, and attorneys, they protect them. And that is like how Hollywood sucks out the capital of so many rich people around the world. They're sucking all the capital in so that they can fucking drive a Ferrari in Beverly Hills.
Are you really suggesting that people will buy a Ferrari or because they want to get the money because they're actually either starring in films, directing, or producing?
No, he didn't say that at all. His point is that Hollywood sucks money away from producers and directors so that they can take the money and spend it on themselves. Pay attention, please.
I wouldn't say they would want to have a Ferrari. In fact, they might want a Honda or anything that is more economical.
But what if the Ferrari is a bisexual?
But seriously, do you really have to stop the videos to say that Hollywood might not be buying a Ferrari? Who cares what car it is? It doesn't even really affect the statement.
That is the film business. It's like a dirty pieces of shit, and I never played that game. I made movies and focused on the movies, right? And that is how I operate.
Actually, I highly doubt that I will believe that.
You highly doubt you would believe that? Dude, if even you're doubting your beliefs, then I suggest searching your faith. You might be lost.
I mean, why is that what you think that people operate that is completely bad and pretty much milking off franchises?
This commentary was brought to you by the Word Blender, taking words together and mixing it up to make no fucking sense whatsoever.
Though in all seriousness, while Uwe Boll doesn't exactly elaborate it the best, I can sort of get what he's trying to say. He's saying Hollywood is a bad business because it takes the money from directors and producers who work hard producing movies and spends it on themselves. Now, whether or not what Uwe Boll said is true or not, that's essentially his argument. And yeah, that's a pretty bad thing to do.
Think of it like this. That would be like a boss of a corporation deciding to lay off all their workers and underpay them just so he could buy himself another couch.
So that's why everyone in the CC is only getting $7.
My question is, who's the boss?
I am the king of the couch.
Please kill me now.
I don't think you're focusing on the film enough. In fact, you actually are making it more, you actually are rushing a product out to release and pretty much making bad acting, low budget effects, or low production values. You don't focus much on the films, mate.
Care to show proof? Where's your proof that Uwe Boll's movies are rushed? Nothing? The whole video's just gonna be like this? Plus, you're not really in the best position to talk either, considering how many times you stumble over your words in all of your videos. From the way you continue to struggle saying each of the lines you record, it makes it feel like these videos in themselves are also rushed, just to produce more content instead of focusing on the quality.
Citation needed. At least with someone like Asa, he at least used clips of an interview, or I don't know, used it because of something that related to it or something. You just expect us to take your word for it even though there's no real proof you really have.
I mean, that is not how filmmakers operate. If you actually learned that by now, you wouldn't just be able to do this rant now, wouldn't you?
GSD, how do you know how filmmakers operate? You don't even know how to edit shit properly, yet you think you can criticize someone who actually is in the business. Now, again, I wouldn't mind you doing this if A, you weren't a walking tub of irony, or B, you actually explained yourself. Just saying that's not how the film industry works is not a good point. Why doesn't it work the way Uwe Boll thinks it works? You can't just say something doesn't work this way and not explain why it doesn't work. It doesn't refute the argument, nor does it inform people.